How's it going, everyone? This is Christian Duque from StrengthAddicts.com here at the Kentucky Muscle with the Cleveland Creation, IFBB Pro Mike Eli. Mike, how are you today?
Good, Christian. Good to see you, buddy.
Awesome, brother. I saw you backstage. You're looking phenomenal. Came off a pretty bad injury. I think most people know what happened to you, but for those that don't, please talk about that and, of course, talk about your recovery.
Okay, well, this past winter, as I was getting ready, having a great offseason, getting ready to start prepping for these upcoming shows this year, I got in an accident at the gym. I was bench pressing. My right pec blew, completely ruptured. When it ruptured, the weight flew back towards my head, so I had to push away from my head, and I blew out my left tricep. Same injury. So right pec, left tricep, complete ruptures. I had 2 surgeries within 2 weeks. Was in a sling and a brace. It was looking pretty bleak. Obviously, I couldn't do anything. But I took my recovery very serious. Got aggressive with it. Used all my knowledge I could and help from others to not sit around and just atrophy. So that's why many people saw me like a month later, like, how'd you keep so much muscle? I was just very intelligent about it. I stayed active. I drank BCAAs in my water all day long to keep my body anabolic. I took supplements, you know, such as extra vitamin C and calcium to strengthen my tendons, my connective tissues, my ligaments. Did everything I was supposed to do. Indirectly worked the muscles however I could, just to get some blood flow going to the areas to prevent atrophy and prevent scar tissue buildup. And so did everything I could. Hammered physical therapy very aggressively. My physical therapist said that he never seen anybody look forward to physical therapy as much as I did. I'd get there early, want to stay late, and everything recovered very well. My doctor told me it was the worst pec tear he ever seen, but yet he said it recovered faster and better than any pec tear he's ever seen. So I'm very blessed in that manner, and everything's coming good. I'd say I'm about 90% now. Training's going well. I'm working out hard again. Just training smart, being careful. I will make a comeback this upcoming year. So you can't let anything keep you down in life, man. You can get knocked down, you get knocked down hard. You got to get back up and inch forward.
Absolutely. And what's ironic about life too is that, we had that training video from about a couple of years ago, and just a word on town is that you train like an animal, but when you got injured, you were actually doing a pretty moderate lift, right? Yep.
And that's usually the way it works. You've heard of people getting injured outside the gym, and the reason that happens is you already had, you were already partially torn, or you already had an injury you didn't realize, and you never know when it's going to let go, and that's basically what happened. So that pec was probably already strained, already had a small rip in it, and just doing a normal set, and it popped. And then when that happened, the blunt trauma to the left tricep popped that. So it was a freak accident, but you got to go with the punches and keep fighting back.
Awesome. Now let's talk Mr. Olympia. Phil Heath, still winning, no end in sight. Kevin Levrone, unfortunately, a little bit disappointing there, but I still respect the hell out of him because he got on stage like he said he would. Sean Roden came up. I mean, what were your impressions? Dexter Jackson, my gosh. What were your impressions of the Mr. Olympia?
I think it was maybe the best Mr. Olympia lineup I've ever seen. I mean, the only thing close would be like maybe with Ronnie, Flex, and Cormier in '99. But I mean, if you look at the whole top 10, it was just amazing. I mean, Phil shut the door. Phil came in his all-time best. Him and Hani brought a great package, and he just shut the door. Like him or not, he came in great. He's a great athlete, represents the sport well, and he was well-deserved in first place. Roden's always going to look good, had a classic physique. Dexter Jackson at 47 is just defying age and showing what can be done. Just keep grinding away. You may have to change your training as you get older, but he's still getting better, and he's still top 2, top 3 in the world at 47 years old. I mean, the surprise of the show, I thought William Boniak looked incredible. Yeah. I mean, amazing. Definitely put himself as a top-tier bodybuilder in the world. I mean, if you look at that top 10, the whole top 10 was just crazy. I mean, when you got guys like Victor Martinez and Steve Kuklo who came in maybe close, really good, and they didn't make the top 10, that shows you how good that top 10 was. That whole top 10 was just phenomenal. When you got Justin Compton and Dallas McCarver rounding out the top 10, and those are 2 incredible bodybuilders, it was just an amazing show. What
were your impressions of Kevin Levrone?
I give Kevin a lot of respect for the comeback he made. I mean, did he look great? Yeah. If he's standing right here, he looked phenomenal. Was he Olympia caliber? No, he wasn't. A comeback at 52 with a 13-year layoff is very tough. Yeah. I mean, he looked incredible. He definitely brought a respectable physique. The legs were gone. I mean, the shoulders and arms were similar to what they used to be. The legs and the back were gone. You and I discussed that. As far as the legs go, if you maintain that, you can keep your legs as you get older. Okay, but when you take a long layoff and you let those muscles atrophy, it's really hard to get the legs back because those muscles just don't fire like they used to. And you've seen that. So I know he had tendonitis and other issues, injuries that come with age and wear and tear on the body. but just not enough time, and I think it's going to be really, really hard for his legs to come back to be Olympia caliber.
Sure.
His back was down also. His back just wasn't what it was back then. But overall, tremendous respect. I loved watching his comeback. I love the excitement. It was great for sport. It brought people there, and he definitely had a great physique. You know?
Absolutely. And finally, Big Ramy. What did you think about that guy?
Monster, monster. I'll tell you, he worked his way up. I mean, if he would have been as full at the pre-judging as he was in the finals, he could have been a couple places higher.
Yep.
I mean, he definitely, you know, not only is he a monster, but he's got a small waist. He's got great shape. If he ever just gets a little more muscle maturity and nails some serious conditioning, I mean, nobody's going to touch him. But right now, you know, he's definitely top 3-4 in the world. Absolutely.
Now, last question about talking shop here about bodybuilding on the pro stage and you being an IFBB pro. What do you think is going on with Kai Green? I mean, he's arguably the second best. Some people say the best. He's winning all these Arnold Classics all around the world. I mean, we know there's like some sort of a business issue that's unresolved, but do you think we'll ever see that guy on Olympia stage again?
I'd like to hope so. I mean, if he's going to do it, he really needs to get right on it. Kai's not getting any younger. He's in his early 40s. He's still at the top of his game, but he's at the point where it can go either way. I mean, I think what he did was a business decision with him starting up the supplement company.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I think last year when he dropped out of Olympia, he was just so busy starting up the supplement company. He got a little bit behind on his prep and decided not to do the show. He did the Arnolds this year, did great. You know, I think he's just going another route. Whether or not it's a good choice or not, he's always going to be a marketable name because he is such a freak.
Yeah.
He is definitely arguably top 2 in the world. So I mean, no matter what, the fans are going to come see him. You know, so I think he's just concentrating a little more on business aspects and less on the Olympia. So whether or not he goes for that goal or whether he just put that to the side, we'll see. You know, I would think if he was going to continue to try to be Mr. Olympia, he'd have to do it right now.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of your comeback, you've said that you're going to do it. Is it going to be next year, the year after? I'm not going to ask you what show you're going to do because it's way too early for that. But when do you sort of see your comeback happening?
Oh man, I'm so ready to come back, Christian. You know, like I said, I told you this back in the early spring. I can't wait to make a comeback. So right now, I'm probably about 85% of where I need to be. You know, when I'm 105%, then I'm going to make the comeback. You know, because I don't want to just become as good as I was before I got injured. I have to be better at the pro level.
Absolutely.
So my goal is to shoot for a comeback show this summer.
Okay.
So late spring, early summer, I plan on being on the IFBB stage better than ever.
Absolutely. And even when I saw you at Jim Manion's show, like that was pretty fresh after your injury.
Right.
And you still had your size, you still had the veins. I mean, I don't think you ever completely let go. Like you said, even when you were going through your your physical training, you still tried to lift, you still tried to stay in shape, but you did it according to your physical therapy.
Obviously, I had a lot of boundaries. I couldn't really train. I stayed active. I kept my nutrition on point. Did everything I needed to do. Years of building muscle, it's not going to just go away. I did the old-fashioned way, hard, heavy work with good nutrition, being consistent. So, most of the actual muscles coming back now. Everything's going really good, and I don't see why we can't get it to the next level and bring a better package than we did last year.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. It's always a pleasure seeing you. I look forward to seeing you back on a pro stage.
Thank you, Christian. Good to see you too, buddy.